Okay, so let's start with the class. In the previous class, we have already discussed the single phase full wave control, the uncontrolled single phase full wave uncontrolled or diode rectifier for purely resistive load. Okay, for purely resistive load, we already discussed in the previous class for the single phase full wave bridge or diode rectifier. Okay, so today we are going to discuss for the RL load, that means single phase full wave bridge diode rectifier for the RL load. Okay, so just we try to consider one RL circuit and rectifier part is similar to the previous one. That means only change for the load. Okay, that means in previous class we discussed for the resistive load, but today we are going to another load that is known as the RL load. Okay, so just try to see there the circuit diagram and there we for how we can obtain the average output voltage, output current, and the RMS voltage. Okay. So simulation of single phase full wave uncontrolled bridge rectifier for RL load. Okay. So first of all, we just try to see their circuit diagram and their calculation of the average output voltage and output current and the RMS and average value of the diode current. Okay, and then we just try to simulate in MATLAB of the circuit and try to obtain the waveform just similar to seen here. Okay, so this part, that means up to this part, there is not any change. Okay, so this one is similar to the previous circuit. Okay, only change is in load side. Okay, that means in place of resistive load, here consider RL load. Okay, so this is your output voltage, that means across the RL load represented by P0. So this one is your voltage drop across the resistance, and this one is your voltage across the inductance. And this circuit is similar to the previous one. Okay. So this is your output current represented by I0, and this one is your diode current, or this is your supply current IS, and supply voltage instantaneous value represented by Vs equal to Vm sin omega t. That means sinusoidal function of the voltage. Okay, so just try to see there the for the this circuit we just try to consider, that means suppose if we specify the circuit in numerical, that means given to the value of supply voltage, this is the general circuit. Okay, so if you specify these parameters, that means input voltage, load of the resistance and inductance, then it will be becomes a particular problem. Okay, so just it may be shown as the a single phase full bridge diode rectifier. That means a single phase full bridge diode rectifier is supplied from supply voltage mentioned here 230 volt, which is already selected in the simulation lab for the single phase. Okay, so same voltage we consider here, that means supply voltage. So if we mention here all the parameters value, that will be more easy to put in the simulation circuit parameters. Okay, that means when you simulate the circuit, then you require the value of these parameters. That means supply voltage, load parameters, that means resistance and inductance. So here we already mentioned those things. Okay, and then you proceed for the simulation of the circuit in the MATLAB. Okay. So a rectifier is supplied from the is supplied from 230 volt from 230 volt 50 hertz source. Okay, 50 hertz source. The load consists of resistance and inductance. So resistance value is equal to 10 ohm. The load consists of R equal to 10 ohm. R equal resistance equal to 10 ohm and a large inductance so that the load current becomes a constant value. Okay. And a large inductance and a large inductance large inductance so that the load current so as to so as to render the load current constant. Okay. Render the load current constant. Okay. So determine the average value of output voltage and output current. So determine the average value of output voltage, average value of output voltage, output voltage, average value of output voltage and output current, output voltage, output current, that means average output current, out current average and RMS value of the diode current. Okay, average and RMS value of diode current. Diode current. So we already mentioned that for the larger value of inductance, the load current becomes constant. That means constant fixed value. So the waveform, just try to see here. That means this source voltage waveform is your sinusoidal waveform. Okay, and output voltage waveform is already explained in the previous class when the diode D1 and D2 are in forward bias for the positive half cycle, that means 0 to pi. Okay, so the output voltage we obtain just similar to the positive half cycle of the supply voltage. Okay, so output voltage from 0 to pi, that means when D1 and D2 conduct, so we obtain the value of output voltage waveform just similar to the input supply voltage. Okay, and similarly from pi to 2 pi, when the diode D3 and D4 becomes in forward bias, okay, so the output voltage it becomes again similar to this one. Okay, that means conduct, and again these things will be repeated after an interval of pi. Okay, so this is the waveform we already seen in the previous class also. That means output voltage in diode D1 and D2 conduct and D3 and D4 respectively. So, okay, so D1 and D2 simultaneously conduct and D3 and D4 simultaneously conduct. So the output voltage waveform just look like this one. Since the inductance value is large, so the load current waveform is constant. Okay, that means this one is going to be load current is a constant. Okay. So load current, that means I0 is constant. So diode current, that means diode current, diode 1. Okay. For the diode 1, or maybe say that diode 2. So the diode current just we follow up to this point, that means output current we obtained when D1 and D2 conducted. Okay. So we follow from here. So up to this point, we got the value of I0, and from 0 to pi, D1 and D2 is in reverse bias. So it will become a zero current and loss through this diode. Okay. So from pi to 2 pi, you got the zero value. Again from 2 pi, when the D1 and D2 becomes in forward bias, so again follow this waveform. Okay. So this one is across the diode 1 and 2. Okay. So next one is your supply current waveform, that means square. So this one is your up to 0 to pi is your like this one. So I0, this is your supply voltage, supply current waveform. Okay. So all the waveform we have already explained in the previous class also. For the pure resistive load, this output current is similar to the output voltage waveform. But for here, due to the large value of inductance, so this current becomes as a constant value. Okay, with that for a constant value, and corresponding to that, you maybe draw the diode current. That means diode 1 and 2. So this one, okay, and similarly you can draw for the diode D3 and D4 also. Okay. So this is the part of the circuit. Now, what is the next average output value of the voltage? So average output voltage for this output waveform, we already derived in the previous class. That means how much? Can you tell me? For this waveform, average output voltage is how much? You can just write here, na? Average output voltage is equal to average output voltage that means V0 is equal to V0 equal to how much? V0 equal to 1 by time period integration of 0 to time period. So this one is your V0 equal to time period is for this waveform is pi. So 1 by time period, that means 1 by pi. 1 by pi into integration of pi into integration of 0 to time period. Okay. So 0 to time period, that means time period is your pi. Okay. So limit is 0 to pi into Vm sin omega t. Okay. Vm sin omega t Vm sin omega t sin omega t d omega t d omega t. इसको क्या लिख सकते हैं हम लोग vm by pi इंटू इंटीग्रेशन जब करेंगे sin ओमेगा टी की cos ओमेगा टी, सो माइनस cos ओमेगा टी, that means vm by pi into minus cos omega t integration of sin omega t to minus cos omega t cos omega t limit is 0 to pi. Okay, so 0 to pi. So when you put the limit of lower limit and upper limit, so this one becomes 2 Vm by pi. Okay, so 2 Vm by pi. 2 Vm by pi. That means maximum value. Okay, maximum value. Okay. So average value, average output voltage, that means V0 equal to 2 Vm by pi. Vm is your maximum voltage. So here RMS value is given to you 230 volt. So maximum voltage equal to how much? Root 2 times of the RMS value. Okay. So average voltage equal to 2 into root 2 times of RMS voltage divided by pi. So average voltage, that means V0 equal to 2 and put here value of Vm. Vm equal to 2 root 2 into VRMS. So RMS voltage is already given to you, root 230 volt. Okay. So root 2 into 230 volt. 230 volt. divided by pi. That means equal to 3.14. Okay. So just multiply this one 2 into root 2 into 230. Okay. So 460 into 1.42. So 460 into 1.42 root 2 value. So 1.42 divided by 3.14. Okay. 3.14. So how much this one? When you multiply 460 into 1.42. $460 into 1.42. That means 653.2. So 653.2. 653.2 divided by 3.14. 3.14. So when you divide this one by 3.14, you got the value of 3.14. Okay, so 208 volt. That means average output voltage is your 208 volt. Is it not? So 208 volt. Okay. Similarly, average output current is your V0 by R. Okay. So V0 by R, that means you given to you average output current, that means I0 equal to V0 by R. I0 equal to V0 by R. So V0 you already find out. That means V0 by R. So just put here the value of average output voltage and resistance. So this one you already find the, not this one. So 208 divided by, what is resistance value? Resistance value is your 10. Okay. So this one is your equal to 20.8. 20.8. Okay. So this way we can find out the average output voltage and average output current. Okay. How we can find out the average and RMS volt of diode current? Average and RMS value of diode current. How can find out? So you just observe this waveform of the diode current. Okay. Cross the diode D1. Okay. So what is the average current through the diode? So average current of the diode equal to, okay, I0. That means this one I0 कब तक मिल रहा है? That means up to 2 pi में pi तक. So average diode current equal to I0 into pi divided by 2 pi. That means in 2 pi we only got the value of I0 up to pi. So I0 into pi by 2 pi. That means I0 by 2. Is it not? So I0 by 2, you already find out the value of I0. So just divide by 2, that is equal to average diode current. Is it not? So that is equal to average output current. So just here find the value of average diode current. So average diode current that means I suffix D into average. Okay. I suffix D represent for diode average. Okay. So diode average. Okay. That is equal to I0 into pi divided by 2 pi. Okay. So I0 into pi divided by 2 pi. So just put here the value of I0. You already find out that one. So by 2 pi. That means I0 by 2. I0 by, just put the value of I0, that is nothing but 20.8 by 2 is equal to just put here the value of I0. You already find out few minutes earlier. So means I0 is equal to 20.8 divided by 2 equal to 10.4. So equal to 10.4 ampere. Okay. So this is the value of average value of diode current we just obtained from this waveform of the diode current. Okay. From this waveform. So since from 0 to 2 pi, we only got the value of up to 0 to pi. Okay. So just find the average. That means I0 into pi divided by 2 pi. And this one is repeated after an interval of 2 pi. Okay. So time period is 2 pi. This waveform is repeated after a 2 pi. Okay. Again, just see that from this point 3 pi is obtain this output voltage waveform. And again from 3 pi to 4 pi, you got the zero value of through the diode 1. Okay. So we can simply find out the average value up to 2 pi, only got the value of I0 up to pi. Okay. So it's very simple. If you analyze this waveform, then you can obtain the average value. Okay. So next, what we want to find out? Next, what we need to find out? RMS value. Okay. So RMS value of the diode current. So RMS value of the diode current, how we can find out? RMS value of the diode current, how we can find out? It's very simple, na? That means a square root of I0 into pi divided by 2 pi. RMS value is equal to square root of I0 into pi divided by 2 pi. Or you maybe put this way for in general formula for the either average value of diode current. Similarly, we can find the same things. Okay. Since how we can find out? That means I0, you got the constant. How we can put this waveform on the general formula? Either this one, we can observe by this observation. So if you put on the average value formula, you can also got the same value. Okay. So average value को तो कितना लिख सकते हैं? If you put average value of diode current, what is average value? That means I, the average equal to 1 by time period. That means what is time period here for the diode one? 1 by time period. Okay. So time period is your 2 pi. So just put here 2 pi. Okay. Integration of zero to time period. So 0 and time period is your 2 pi. Okay. Time period is your 2 pi. 2 pi. Okay. Into IT dt. Okay. So here, if you observe from the waveform up to 0 to pi, you got only the value of I0. So just to take this limit in place of 0 to 2 pi. So this value is your I0. Is it not? I0 constant. This I0 is your constant value. So into integration of d omega t. Okay. Integration of d omega t. And up to pi to 2 pi is 0. So second term is 0. That is not required to write here. Okay. So this I0 is your constant. So if you take outside of this integration, so we can just write here only I0 divided by 2 pi. I0 divided by 2 pi sorry 2 pi, that means into how much? Pi. Okay. So here this one becomes pi. So this pi and this pi cancel. So similarly, you can see I0 and 2 pi divided by 2 pi equal to I0 2. Okay. I0 by 2. I0 by 2. Okay. So just now you can put the value of I. Similarly, RMS value of diode current can be find out, that is the square root of I0. That is what we require to do here. Just whole to the power 2. Okay. So when we put whole to the power 2, we can write RMS value. That means IDRMS. So just write here IDRMS value equal to 1 by time period. That means 1 by 2 pi. Similarly, integration of 0 to pi, integration of 0 to pi I square, I0 square d omega t. Okay. So 0 to pi I square, I0 square d omega t into d omega t. D omega t sorry d omega t. Okay. And again for pi to 2 pi is your 0. Okay. So second term is not required to write here again. That means if you whole to the power 1 by 2, so whole to the power 1 by 2. Okay. 1 by 2. So that is equal to, if you take this I0 square of the square root, that means I0. Okay. I0. So I0 take the outside of the square root. Okay. So I0 into how much? Right? When you put their lower and upper limit, so pi is cancelled. So 1 by 2 or to the power 1 by 2, that means root 2. So 1 by 2, 1 by 2 or to the power 1 by 2, that means square root of 1 by 2. Okay. So I0 divided by root 2. Is it not? I0 divided by root 2. Now just put the value of I0. It's I0 divided by root 2. Root 2. So I0 is 20.8. 20.8. 20.8 divided by root 2, that means 1.42. 1.42 equal to 14.4. 14.4 ampere is your RMS voltage through the diode. So in this way we can find the average output voltage, output current, and RMS value of the diode current and average value of the diode. Okay. So we just try to simulate this circuit in the MATLAB in the next class. So we just stop here, and in the next class we will discuss simulation of this